Right, so we're here with Joe Townsend, Leeds City veteran, I think I can call him now. He's just ran about 14:20, we think, in the A race, the 5,000. Tell us about the race, Joe.
Well, basically I've not had much of a winter, so I started training properly probably the start of March, about three or 4 weeks before Sutton Park. And I just thought today that, cause ideally I would have been in the B race.
Yeah.
So I saw the start list and I thought, well, I'll probably ask to be moved into the B race, and I saw that there wasn't really anybody in it who was going to run 13:45, 13:50. So I thought I'll just pretty much go to the back and try not to get overtaken. So I just set off steady, tried to ignore, well, a good thing was the electronic timer actually wasn't showing anything. And I just ignored all the lap splits and just sat on Matt Barnes basically, doing a great job for me all race. And then I closed in about 63, I think. And I was catching Carl Smith, who's my club mate and sometime training partner, but I didn't quite catch him at the end. But it was just race plan executed well, so I'm really happy with it.
You must have more on your legs then, with a finish like that. I think there's more there.
I think that I'm probably in around 14:10 to 14:15 shape. That's what I thought going into it. But obviously I've run 14:20, but it's an 8-second PB. I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah.
So just looking forward to Sports City in 2 weeks, where hopefully I do the same thing, but maybe just go out a little harder.
I mean, obviously we're still in May now. I mean, we've got a long season ahead of us. If you can stay injury free, which has often been quite a problem for yourself, where do you see your limits, or where do you see your goals are?
The main goal is to qualify for the 3As this year, the UK trials, which I think the time is usually 14:20. I don't know if it'll be the same this year or not. They made the indoor times a bit harder this season, so it might be a little tougher. And basically, I just want to PB every race. Last year, other than in one race where I did a 15 after I'd done a 3,000, I'd PB'd in every race. So it's just take each race as it comes, really. And obviously, everybody wants to run in 14 minutes.
Yeah.
If I've knocked off 8 seconds in the first race of the season, I don't see any reason why that can't be the goal. But if I just keep knocking a little bit off every race, then I'll be delighted with that.
Have you got any more sort of personal targets that you think you might set at other distances?
Well, I was thinking about doing the London 10K next Monday, which our team manager, that Mike Brett's not going to be happy if I don't tell him before he sees this interview that I'm not going to do it now. My coach, my dad, Phil Townsend, he said that he thinks it's probably better if I miss that one. I did the Bristol 10K a couple of weeks ago, and because I'm not really coming off any background, then I think I just go to pot after 7K basically. So I'm just going to try and get a decent week, 10 days in, and then back off for Sports City. And then I'm going to Portugal for 2 weeks.
Sorry for some.
Try and get a decent block in there to have a go for Watford after that.
Do you think your dad's going to be happy with this one?
Oh yeah, delighted. He was really pleased straight after. Carl's done brilliantly as well. It's his first track race for 2 years. On this very track, he dropped out 2 years ago, and he's knocked off, I think, 35 seconds there, maybe 40 seconds. So that's brilliant.
Very impressive.
So it's a good start tonight for our group, and hopefully more to come.
Well, the Leeds train keeps marching on.
Yeah, definitely.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.